Mitsubishi spent years and years, with millions of dollars in research and development to perfect the Lancer Evolution platform. Known for its timeless styling and rally-inspired all-wheel drive system, it has been a JDM icon for car enthusiasts around the world. And I just made all of them mad by rear-wheel drive swapping mine. How does it hold up on the drift track? After hours and hours of tuning, I think I've finally got a tune I'm happy with. Let's take a look. Okay, let's look at the build here in the tuning shop. For ECU, Elite, also Elite Turbo Kit, stock camshafts, stock intake manifold, racing fuel system, stock cylinder head, sport engine block, racing exhaust manifold, and racing exhaust, racing clutch, racing differential, racing gearbox, and of course switch it to rear wheel drive. For car weight reduction, I've got the street and everything else is stock. Suspension, of course, you got to get the ultimate front suspension arms, followed by the sport rear suspension arms, ultimate front and rear stabilizer, stock brakes. And for springs, I'm running the Elite front and rear, and the dampers are stock. For wheels, I'm running the ultimate all the way down. For the tires, I'm running 285 25 19 in the front with a 285 25 19 in the rear. For the tires, I'm running the Elite -5 front and rear. For engine tuning, I've got the rev limiter all the way up and the turbine pressure all the way down at 0.96. For transmission, here are my gears. Gear shifting speed all the way down. There's my gear setup. Transmission losses all the way down. Differential locking, I went with 93.33. So basically put it all the way to the right and then just one notch back. For suspension, here's the front setup. And the rear. Here's the tire setup as well. Alright, so we're at the tuning shop. I went on this little section of road that I wish honestly people would use more. People are so hung up on the little hospital area, which, don't get me wrong, that's a sick spot for tandems especially, but I don't know, there's something about these mountain roads that really sets this game apart. But yeah, overall, I finally got this car where I wanted it to be. It was a little bit stubborn. Try those suspension settings and I think you'll have a pretty good time with it. It's not as fun as maybe a JZX or something like that, or 240, but it's definitely something unique. You're not going to see too many people out there with the Evo platform. It's definitely one of my favorites now that I've got it dialed in. The way the suspension is set up on this thing, you can really throw it in there, but you will have to learn, how this car handles. It doesn't really handle as well as some of the more popular choices, but with some practice, this thing can be really fun. This section of road is so good. They really killed it with the map design in this game. I will say that there is a slight point of no return with this car, and what I mean by that is when you throw it a little bit too much angle, it doesn't really like to come back. That's something I kind of tuned out of it for the most part, but there is still that little gray area that if you put a little bit too much angle, it will spin out on you. That doesn't happen with quite a few other cars. They're really forgiving and kind of more entry level, whereas this car is definitely more advanced. Alright, so we're at the hot spot online where everybody seems to hang out. Let's see if we can get a couple of tandems. Alright, we need to catch up. Let's go. I don't know what this dude is sitting here for, but okay. These guys are pretty good. Really consistent. Ooh, little wall tap. Oh, good runs. Shout out to these guys. These are random. This is like a random tandem. That about does it for me on this build. I hope you enjoyed, and if you like what you see, subscribe for more.